Hello everyone, this is the presentation of Team 29. Today we are going to talk about our project, AR Tetris. AR Tetris is a Tetris game based on augmented reality technology and is implemented on Unity 3D. This game allows you to play Tetris in real space and the effect is pretty impressive. Also, you can play it in 2D mode if you prefer the classic version. For those players who love challenges, there's a hard mode with more shapes and faster speed. Players can see their statistics, including high score, total game time, and number of games, and share their high scores with players near them, or compete with players all around the world. Now let's see how to play AR Tetris. First, download and open it in your Android or Apple mobile phone. You need to sign in or sign up for your own account to upload your score to the leaderboard, or skip it for now. Let's sign up first. Input your phone number, username, and password, and press sign up button. You will then receive a 6-digit verification code by SMS. Input it correctly, then press verify.
The server is deployed on the Tencent cloud. The database system is MySQL and the server is based on Java Servlet and Tomcat. The phone number, username, and password are transformed to the backend by HTTP POST method and inserted into the database. Currently, we add a column called available into the database and set to 0 by default. Meanwhile, a random string with a length of 6 is generated and sent to the user through SMS by Twilio Cloud Service. The user will verify the token by sending the token to the server. After receiving the token, the server checks whether it is the same as the token generated for the user. If they are the same, the available column will be set to 1, and the user can log in normally.
Awesome! Now you have got your own account. As you have just signed up, you don't need to sign in again. If you already had an account, just sign in with your mobile number or your username with the correct password. You may not sign in successfully if your input is incorrect. Once you log in successfully, you can start a new game. Press the Start button and select the difficulty. It's a good idea to try easy mode first for a newcomer. Swipe left and right to move the blocks horizontally, swipe up to flip, and swipe down to accelerate the falling. Try to get bonus scores by eliminating multiple lines at once. You can see hint for the next block on the top. If you want to have a rest, you may pause the game at any time by pressing the button in the top right corner. You can also press Restart button to start a new game. As with the classic Tetris rules, once the blocks exceed the upper boundary, the game will be over, and you can see your final score. After getting familiar with the operations, let's try the hard mode. Press the home button to return to the start menu, and this time we choose hard. Compared to the classic Tetris, the hard mode has several special block shapes, and the speed is also faster. As a bonus, the score is twice the normal difficulty. Back to start menu. By pressing the setting button, you can switch on and off the sounds. If you want to get the latest updates in the first place, please start us on our GitHub.
When users upload their game results, the GPS coordinates are also uploaded and updated into the database. Therefore, the server has the information of the user's marks and the locations. When showing the global leaderboard, the server curates the database for global top 5 players and replies the list to users. Meanwhile, the rank of the user is also curated and sent to the user. The local leaderboard is almost similar with the global leaderboard. The only difference is that local leaderboard takes GPS coordinates into consideration. The top 5 players and the rank values are curated based on the players near the user. Based on the location coordinates, assumptions can be made that if the subtraction value of players' coordinates are in the range of 0.01, these players are considered as local players. If the player do not turn on the GPS function, the coordinates will be set to null, and the server will not reply the user list in local leaderboard.
Now let's get back to the Start menu again and press the Start button. This time we'll try the AR mode. When we click the Information button at the top left corner, it pops up the AI instructions. The first instruction is Detect the plane automatically. The second instruction is click Start button to place the indicator. And finally, the last instruction is click Start button to play. Now we can follow the instructions and move the camera around to see if it detects a plane successfully. We can hold the phone still and walk around to detect the plane. Now as you can see, there is a plane detected which has light blue edge. We can then press the start button and it will place the indicator as well as the Tetris grid. We can click the start button to begin the game. The instructions of the game is exactly the same as the 2D easy mode and 2D hard mode. We can touch the screen and move the blocks around. Let's enjoy the game and see if we can get a high mark this time. You may have noticed that there is a setting button at the top right corner. We can click it and to pause the game. Also, there is a menu bar at the bottom of the phone. As you can see, after we click the continue button, the game in the AR tutorials continues. Now we will try to restart the game. After we click the restart button, the tutorials grid is clear and a new game starts immediately. Okay, now let's just finish game quickly and click the red button to leave the AR mode.
In the development process, our team members strictly abide by the code development specifications, prescribing the style of the code to ensure the uniformity of the code format. In addition, we added the necessary comments to ensure the readability of the code. In terms of sensors, our team uses camera, gyroscope, and GPS. For cloud services, we applied Tencent Cloud Virtual Machine and Twilio SMS Cloud Service. For the interaction between the user and the server, we limit the maximum response time to ensure that the user can smoothly use the app. In addition, we implemented AES encryption of the transmitted data to ensure that user information is not compromised. The whole purpose of user interface design is to enable people to interact with the app clearly, easily, and enjoyably. So first of all, clarity of the elements has to be guaranteed. The design of icons are intuitive and represents their functionalities. We also provide an instruction for the users who try the AR mode for the first time, so no one will get confused. Keep things clear is important, but we also keep things concise. While explaining the difference of easy and hard mode, we use the keyword more ships, faster speed, and double score, fully describe the features of hard mode, and maintain the conciseness at the same time. Apart from that, we also improved the accessibility of UI design by clearly visible elements, sufficient color contrast, and text size. The most colors in our UI design are bright but not saturated colors, which could attract users' attention easily but won't strain their eyes. The user interface is able to dynamically react to sensors as well. There's a leaderboard which shows the top 5 highest score of the players who currently near the user. This function utilizes the GPS location and generates dynamic results for users.
Let's now turn to the innovativeness of our project. Compared with the common Tetris, the users of our project can choose easy or hard mode, and they can also choose to turn on or off the AR mode depending on their preference. These novel functionalities make us stand out from the ordinary mobile games, and in particular, help us attract users who like new technologies such as AR technology. In the design phase, we fully consider the management of users in the future. Our project uses cloud to store user information. We also provide users with both iOS and Android versions of the game. Making use of the idea from social software, we developed the function of local leaderboard, which allow players to check their ranking from players nearby. In conclusion, 3 sensors are used in our project, which are GPS, gyroscope, and camera. What's more, applying AR technology on mobile games provide a new form for people's entertainment, and we are happy to develop such an application that can bring happiness to people's lives. In the future, we would like to develop features such as searching and adding friends, and 1 versus 1 competitive mode. That's all. Thank you for listening.